Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're here in Phnom Penh, the capital of Cambodia. It's rush hour right now, so things are even more hectic than usual, as you can so clearly see. But that's part of why we love Cambodia. So I want to show you guys an area that leads to a very infamous place. It's a place you're definitely going to visit if you end up coming to Cambodia. You may have heard it referred to as S21.
30 years ago, guards dragged Chomei by the ear into a tiny cell in Cambodia's Tuol Sleng prison. Khmer Rouge guards accused him of being a CIA and KGB agent. They beat him, electrocuted him, and pulled his toenails out.
At midnight, they would come to take us away. If they didn't call out our name, we survived to live another day. The picture that I drew of Pol Pot saved my life. Deutsch told me to paint it. The resemblance was so lifelike that he decided to keep me alive for a while to use me.
Before I could even finish my last little video clip there, guess who I bumped into? This guy, one of the 7 adult survivors from there. And again, I couldn't not buy his book. He was sitting right there. He's old. He's getting older. He's getting a little, forgetful and stuff. But he was sitting right there, and his family members are with him, and so I had to buy one. The other name that you may have heard it by is Tuol Sleng, and it's now a genocidal museum. It's the actual school campus that the Khmer Rouge used for a prison camp during Pol Pot's reign over Cambodia. 3 years of true terror. So what we're doing is we're walking in the neighborhood up to it. So I want to check out the surrounding areas, because I've been there a couple of times before, but I always take a tuk-tuk directly there. But today I really want to see the surrounding area, because that's something that I've never seen on YouTube and I've never personally explored. It's clearly just kind of right in the center of town, but most people go there and then they move on to the next place, maybe the Chung Ek killing fields. So today we're going to see what the general area around the S21 prison camp looks like. Now the first thing I'll say is that Tuol Sleng is actually just within walking distance of Phnom Penh's most posh neighborhood, which is known as BKK1. So if you're in that area, you can literally just walk to the S21 prison camp. And in this video, I will not be taking a tour of S21. If you want to see that, I've got another video that I made about it last year. And sure, yeah, I know there are like 100 videos about it online, but I think mine gives a very unique touch to it. I put my heart and soul into that video. I'll link it up in the video description below. Please go check that out. And along with that, I also made a video about the killing fields at Chung Ek, as well as the Cambodia Olympic Stadium, which was going to be used to host the Olympics, but never ended up happening due to the rise of the Khmer Rouge. And instead, it ended up being used as an execution site by Pol Pot's henchmen. I've got a specific video about that as well. So those are 3 videos related to the atrocities committed by the Khmer Rouge. Okay, so we've been walking and talking just up along this road, and now we come here to an intersection. We're gonna hang a right, and you can see the sign here. The Tuol Sleng Museum of Genocidal Crime. It's just down this way, and I can already see it. Like I said, I've been here before. I was here last year, and before that I was here way back in 2007. Now this actually used to be a school, and once you're in there, you can tell it was actually, like, in its heyday, it would have been a really beautiful campus. But of course now a shadow has been cast over it permanently due to the atrocities that took place there. And it's estimated that about 20,000 people went through this particular prison camp. And not only Khmer, there were also Vietnamese, there were also Westerners, Australians, Americans went through here as well. And the survival rate, I believe, just based on memory, I believe it was less than 1%. But here's a little map of it. And it was interesting, last time I was here, there were a few of the very small group of people who survived their stint in this this prison camp. I don't even feel right calling it a prison camp. It's more of a torture camp. And of course, they've got PTSD, and they're getting on up in years now, but they've written books, and they were sitting right there. Of course, with relatives and stuff, but they're sitting there. They had a little table set up, and they were selling their books. Now today, the purpose of this video is just to see what surrounds this this skeleton from the past. You know, this memorial of atrocity and true evil. What's surrounding it nowadays? Well, just across the street, we got a little alleyway. A little kid playing down there. But see, usually what you do is you come here by tuk-tuk, and when you're done, you leave also by tuk-tuk. So today, we're not doing that. We're walking around the neighborhood and just seeing what surrounds this place. Maybe catch a glimpse into how the people live, what the homes are like, what kind of businesses we've got around here. Oh, you can catch a little peek in there. They're closed for the day, so, but yeah, you can see it. Those were classrooms that were converted into cells and torture chambers, and you can go visit them. Just check out my video and you'll get a first-hand look at what it looks like. So down there next to the museum, there were a ton of restaurants and cafes and whatnot. And then as we're walking down this way, I've noticed a couple of seamstresses, maybe a bit of cottage industry. Susade over here, shoes, but more shoes over here. So yeah, we went from the cafes and everything up to shoes and clothing up on this block, and we're gonna hang a right because basically I just want to walk around the museum. Yeah, it's Shoe City over here. Here you go, beautiful handmade shoes. I like the confidence there. And yes, those are indeed beautiful. Over here on this side again, looks like gowns, dresses, possibly wedding gowns as well, I don't know, but ladies attire, let's just say that. And then above it you can see some nice looking homes. Those are going to be residential homes up there. And they actually look pretty nice. And now we're heading back down this way. The museum is just straight ahead. And it's really hard to fathom the amount of atrocity and death and suffering that happened here just a few decades ago. And here is a curious cat looking for some surprises in the garbage. Meow. Then we've got some homes just next to the museum, literally like right next door to the old prison camp. It's like their garage and inside of their homes. And as we walk this way, it looks like we're coming to a dead end. But what I'm gonna do is swing left. See what's going on down here. Look at these kids. Hello, hello, Susade. Look at these kids having a great time. Yeah. This is an interesting little footpath walking through here. Susade. Yeah, we're just right around that that prison camp. This is getting a very authentic look at the local life. Susade. So just on the opposite side of this block of homes and businesses, that's where Tuol Sleng prison camp is. We're just separated by this, right? You can see it. Just over there, that's Tuol Sleng. Seems like it would be kind of weird living right on the outside of that place. Susade. So as we come out of this little alleyway, we look this way and it's just more normal neighborhoods, shops, homes, small businesses. And if we go this way, it's Tuol Sleng right over here. So we literally just walked all the way around the place. That's all that right there. Like I said, it used to be schools, which were converted into torture chambers, prison cells. If you want to go in now, you have to buy a ticket, but it's not expensive at all. But you can see the bars on the windows because this place, even though it's a school, it was converted into a prison. See those coconut trees? Once you're inside, you can tell at one point it really would have been a beautiful campus. Now we're gonna finish the circle around the museum. We just walked down this stretch here, and that's pretty much it. Look at all that barbed wire. Little cafe. From here you can see in pretty well. I'll tell you what though, if you do ever come out here and go to this place, just make sure you're emotionally prepared, because it will take a lot out of you emotionally. Give you guys another look inside. During the day when this place is open, it would be full of people. Visitors from all over the globe would be here. And if you do come here, you'll actually enter from just over there, and this right here is where you'll come out and start the tour. This is the entrance right here. And actually, when you watch my video of my tour through Tuol Sleng, there's a part where I have a little bit of food before I go in there, and it's right there at that little cafe where I was having my fried rice. And it was pretty damn good. So what I want to do now is just walk across the street, go across the street from that place, Caddy Corner, and walk down this strip, because it looks like it's mainly catering to tourism, you know, food. Because there's going to be a ton of people coming out here, so they want to have a lot of different food options available. And yeah, it's just one restaurant after the next over here. So if you come out here, there's plenty of food options. So I got some frog over there, duck, chicken feet. So yeah guys, I hope you found this of interest. I mean, you'll see a lot of videos about this museum itself, but I don't think you'll see any other videos showing what the area surrounding it looks like. And now you can see life goes on around this place, you know? It's like a scar right in the center of the neighborhood. But what's kind of ironic about it is not that far from here is, like I said at the beginning of the video, is Phnom Penh's richest and most quickly developing neighborhood. And then all around this area as well, you can see it's just life goes on, hustle and bustle, people are grinding. Yeah, this whole area is just full of energy. It's vibrant. It's full of people working hard. It's full of smiles. So while the scar remains right in the heart of Phnom Penh, as far as the amazing Khmer people of Cambodia, their optimism cannot be deterred.
I want to give an extra special thanks to all of my YouTube members and Patreon supporters for their help in keeping this channel financially sustainable. A huge thank you to all supporters from the $1 tier on up through the higher tiers. I want to give an extra special acknowledgement to my PCO tier members. And lastly, a huge shout out to my top tier supporters: Lee, Martin S., David is Da Wei, and 有爱心的外国人. Oh, and just so you know, you guys rock.
What do you look for beyond the sea, grasshopper?